we doing, guys? My name is Ben.
This is Andrew.
And today we'll be hitting his Chapter 2, Volume 2, RWBY. Go ahead and give us a quick rundown of the previous episode.
Last episode, we got to meet Mrs. Emerald and Mr. Mercury. And then we got to see an epic food fight scene between Juniper.
JNPR.
Juniper and Team RWBY. We got to see a wicked food fight scene between them. Then we got to meet good old Cinder, good old fire lady that we've been waiting to see. Or I know, at least me. And we found out that they're going through with Phase 2, with whatever that plan is. Because I guess Phase 1 was stealing a crap ton of dust, and now they're switching over to Phase 2. I guess we're going to figure out what that is.
Alright, and he did say that the dust prices were through the roof.
Yep.
Which means that obviously they are in super high demand.
Because they're low.
So,
low supply.
which makes it also hard for people to have that can't afford it. So, whatever you can get from that.
Yep.
So, anyway, so let's move on to the episode, all right, or the chapter. I apologize.
God, I can't believe you just said that. Wow, dude.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, delete my YouTube channel now.
Alright, guys, I will be doing the guide from now on.
This is my reaction now?
So blasphemous.
Probably one of my favorite openers right here.
Oh, really? This one?
That was always a really cool scene right there. Showing them kind of break out of each other.
Yeah. I like how it looks like a big camera tripod. Fine. This beacon?
Yeah. A much better view.
Yeah.
Since they had the budget increase.
Yeah.
Certainly loves bringing his work wherever he travels.
Well, running an academy and a military makes him a busy man. But yes, those are a bit of an eyesore. Come in.
Well, the owner of the school also.
Ozpin. Hello, General. Please.
Headmaster.
Formalities. It's been too long. And Glinda, it has certainly been too long since we last met.
Oh, James. I'll be outside.
Well, she hasn't changed a bit. So, what in the world has brought you all the way down from Atlas? Headmasters don't typically travel with their students for the Vital Festival? Well, you know how much I love Vale this time of year. Besides, with you hosting, I thought this might be a good opportunity.
He just pours some stuff.
Yeah, he just spiked it.
Appreciate quality time between friends. However, the small fleet outside my window has me somewhat concerned. Well, concern is what brought them here. I understand travel between kingdoms has become increasingly difficult. Oz, you and I both know why I brought those men. We are in a time of peace. Shows of power like this are just going to give off the wrong impression. But if what Crow said is true, then... If what Crow said is true, then we will handle it tactfully. It's the Vital Festival. A time to celebrate unity and peace. So I suggest you not scare people by transporting hundreds of soldiers halfway across the continent. I'm just being cautious. As am I. Which is why we will continue to train the best huntsmen and huntresses we can. Believe me, I am.
Is he not the boss of Osmond?
No, it's a different.
Oh.
I hope they never have to.
Osmond was kind of putting
like I get to fly right over your Ursa and attack your walls directly. You fiend! And since Atlas is part of Mantle, my repair time only lasts 1 turn. Pretty sneaky, sis. But you just activated my trap card.
Blue Eyes Dragon!
Nevermore!
Close.
All 7 or higher, fatal feathers will slice your fleet in 2. But if you roll a 6 or lower, then Nevermore will turn on your own forces.
She lays all 5 pieces down for the Zodiac.
Exodia, bro.
Exodia, whatever. You know what I mean? Oh, they definitely bit off X-Men now. X-Ray Ivan, or whatever that says.
I don't even know.
I have... Oh, man. I was those back in the day in school, except it was an Xbox controller instead.
Absolutely no idea what's going on.
Look, it's easy. You're playing as Vacuo, which means all Vacuo-based cards come with a bonus.
That sounds dumb.
See, you've got Sandstorm, Desert Scavenge, oh, Resourceful Raider. See, now you could take Ruby's discard air fleet and put it in your hands.
Okay.
And since Vacuo warriors have an endurance boost against natural hazards, you could use Sandstorm to disable my ground forces and simultaneously infiltrate my kingdom. Just know that I will not forget this declaration of war.
And that means...
You're just 3 moves away from conquering Remnant!
Yes! Fear the almighty power of my forces. Cower as they pillage your homes and weep as they take your children from your very arms.
Trap card.
Huh?
Your armies have been destroyed.
I hate this game of emotions.
These strong wives will make it through this together!
Shut up! Don't touch me!
I guess she hugged her and she said, "Don't touch me."
Huh? Oh, sorry, what am I doing?
You're playing as Vale, trying to conquer the kingdoms of Remnant.
Right.
He ends up summoning like the most key card in the game.
Besides, this game requires a certain level of tactical cunning that I seriously doubt you possess.
You attack.
Dude, Weiss is so rude.
Bring it on, Ice Queen. I'll have you know that I've been told I'm a natural-born leader.
By who? Your mother?
And Pyrrha.
Hello again.
Come on, let me play your hand for a turn.
I'm not trusting you with the good citizens of Vacuo.
Why not? You've trusted me with way more important stuff before. I mean, you told us all that Blake is secretly a
Fun-loving person whom we all admire and respect.
Right. That. Ladies?
Oh, Weiss told him that she was a Faunus?
What's up, losers?
Oh.
Hey, son.
Ruby, Yang, Blake, Ice Queen.
Why does everyone keep calling me that?
His queen.
Chance to formally introduce you to my old friend.
Aren't libraries for reading?
Thank you.
Shut up, don't be a nerd.
Intellectual, okay?
He's called Ren a nerd.
I'm Neptune.
No, he's called Neptune a nerd.
Oh.
Haven. And I don't believe I've caught your name.
Uh-oh.
Little Angel.
I'm Weiss.
Are you kidding me?
Pleasure to meet you.
I never took you as the board game playing type.
Right. Well, I think I'm done playing, actually. I'll see you guys later.
Women.
Tang and I are going in on a joint business venture together.
Got a lot of things on her mind.
Well, this has certainly been an eventful evening.
Hmm.
I'm sure that after a night of thwarting attempted robbery, you probably just want to go home and take a nap. But I was hoping that maybe we could have a chance to talk.
Of course.
Wonderful. As you know, in order to enroll at my academy, students must first pass a rigorous entrance exam. Most applicants spend years of preparation training at one of the many combat schools around the world. You are one of the few who did not. And you passed the exam with flying colors.
I was raised outside the kingdoms. If you can't fight, you can't survive.
Well, you have most certainly survived, Blake. I admire your drive, and I am proud to run a school that accepts individuals from all walks of life. Rich, poor, human, faunus. Why do you wear that bow, Blake? Why hide who you are?
You may be willing to accept the Faunus, Professor Ozpin, but your species is not.
True. But we are continuing to take strides to lessen the divide.
With all due respect, you need to start taking some larger strides. Until then, I'd rather avoid any unnecessary attention. I want people to see me for who I am, not what I am.
And what are you?
I don't understand what you're asking.
How did you know the White Fang would be at the shipyard tonight?
I didn't. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time.
You wouldn't have been the first. But what happened tonight was not an isolated incident. I may be your headmaster, but I am also a huntsman. And it is my sworn duty to protect this world from the forces that conspire against it. Blake, are you sure there is nothing else you would like to tell me?
I'm sure.
Very well. Thank you for your time, Ms. Belladonna.
He knows she's lying.
If you ever need to talk to me, please don't hesitate to ask.
Ugh, you should have never let him play.
You're just mad because the new guy beat you. See, if you had just attacked when I told you, none of this would have happened.
Stop.
Lately, you've been quiet, antisocial, and moody.
Have you met Blake?
Which I guess is kind of your thing, but you've been doing it more than usual. Which, quite frankly, is unacceptable. You made a promise to me, to all of us, that you would let us know if something was wrong. So, Blake Belladonna,
I choose you.
wrong.
I don't understand how everyone can be so calm.
You're still thinking about Torchwick?
Torchwick, the White Fang, all of it. Something big is happening and no one is doing anything about it.
Ospen told us not to worry. Between the police and the huntsman, I'm
Here
sure
we
we
go.
can handle it.
Well, I'm not. They don't know the White Fang like I do.
Okay, between blowing up nightclubs, stopping thieves, and fighting for freedom, I'm sure the three of you think you're all ready to go out and apprehend these ne'er-do-wells. But let me once again be the voice of reason. We're students. We're not ready to handle this sort of situation.
Well, yeah, but
we're not ready.
And we may never be ready. Our enemies aren't just gonna sit around and wait for graduation day. They're out there, somewhere, planning their next move, and none of us know what it is, but it's coming, whether we're ready or not.
Okay. All in favor of becoming the youngest huntresses to single-handedly bring down a corrupt organization conspiring against the Kingdom of Vale, say aye. Yes!
I love it when you're feisty.
Well, I suppose it could be fun. None of you said aye.
All right then. We're in this together.
Let's hatch a plan. Yeah! I left my board game in the library. We're doomed. I'll be right back. Oh God, sorry. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Just watch where you're going.
Oh.
Right, sorry.
Oh.
I'm Ruby. Are you new?
Visiting from Haven, actually.
No.
Ooh, you're here for the festival. Oh, but exchange students have their own dormitory.
I guess we just got turned around.
Just pull your blade out and cut their heads off, Ruby, just cause.
Your building is just east of here.
Thanks. Maybe we'll see you around.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, and welcome to Beacon.
I'm baffled right now.
Alright. What'd you think?
I was not ready for that ending, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. I can't believe they're infiltrating the school. It's actually kind of crazy. But I had a feeling too that, with the way Blake was acting, that it was gonna be like the typical, like, let's step out and try to be the heroes behind the teacher's back and stuff like that. I feel like I kind of had that, like, feeling. And then it just made it like reinsured it after she talked to Ospen. Is that his name? Ospen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it kind of like reinsured that feeling to me. I was like, oh yeah, I rebel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
I forgot to go over the episode.
Hey, go over the episode real quick.
Alright, so opener, obviously I love this opener. It's probably one of my favorites. So here we are introduced to a new character.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, yeah,
where he mentions running a kingdom and a military.
Yeah, that's right.
So here we have General Ironwood. right? Because he's not only he's a huntsman, he's a headmaster, and he's a general, right? Obviously, if you're the headmaster of a huntsman academy, you have to at least be a huntsman,
Yeah.
right? So he's a huntsman.
Yeah.
So most people like him, he's just a headmaster.
Yeah.
Right. In this one, he's a headmaster and a general. This is rare, right? You can tell based on what he said that it was not common.
Yeah.
Right. So these three obviously know each other. He like talks to Glinda.
Glinda, it has certainly been too long since we last met.
Oh, James. I'll be outside.
Oh, James.
It's just
He hasn't changed a bit.
she's just like, oh, James.
Well, they date or something, and act like they make it seem like they have like a history or something.
So he spikes his drink.
Yep, savage.
Hot chocolate. They just started sitting there talking. He's like, yo, like you shouldn't be like bringing your entire army here, my dude. And he's like, nah, dude, it's fine. You know why they're here. And then he pretty much is like, do you really think that your children can win a war? Is the line he said.
Yeah.
And then Osmond was like,
A time to celebrate. You.
But ask yourself this. Do you honestly believe your children can win a war?
I hope they never have to.
yeah. So he's like, I hope it doesn't ever come to that, right?
Yeah.
So then they're talking about this. They're talking about this. This is where they introduce the other four kingdoms. It's very subtle, and they're talking about it. I don't know if I can get a picture of the board.
So that board's based off real stuff.
So this is. I'm trying to find it. Anyway, so there's four kingdoms.
Yeah.
It goes over it. There's a World of Remnant video we'll watch that pretty much explains it. But there's four kingdoms, and so it's a 4-player game. They're all playing as one of those kingdoms trying to conquer. This is an actual board game, by the way. They created this board game for people. So this is pretty cool. They're sitting there talking. They mention a couple things. So like here you can see like the different colors.
Yeah.
Right. Then we're introduced to. She's judging his tactical hunting, right? Which we've already seen, as in the previous one. He's kind of good at that.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, he's faunus. This is where we get introduced and reintroduced to Neptune. This is the name.
Yep.
Neptune is obvious. You know Neptune, like not this character, but you know of like the god Neptune.
Yeah, the god
right?
Neptune. Yeah.
So he's a do you know what he is?
No,
he's like a water god. He's like the equivalent to like Poseidon.
Oh, okay.
He's just like a different
what is
pantheon.
he, Roman or
I think Roman, but he's like the same. But
Poseidon, I want to say, is Greek mythology.
Yeah, Poseidon's Greek, but it's like Aphrodite and Venus. Like they're like the same thing, but just different pantheons. It's like
I know what you mean.
So this is where we get introduced. This is where my man's is like
intellectual,
right? So he starts to hit on Weiss. In the very beginning, John called Weiss Snow Angel.
Yeah.
I never took you as the board game player.
I don't believe I've caught your name, Snow Angel.
And it worked for him, but not for John.
Yeah.
So anyway, then we start talking about this part. So he's like, "Hey, like, why are you hiding the uniform?" You know, and she's like, "You need to like you all need to start the equalizing better." So you obviously said he knows something.
Yeah, he clearly knows something's up, and he definitely knows. Knowing Ospen so far, he knows she's lying, like guaranteed, not even close. But
yeah, so then they're gonna hatch a plan, right? They just said that we're gonna hatch a plan to try to apprehend these ne'er-do-wells.
Yep.
Right.
That screenshot is beautiful.
Perfect, bro. I love
straight evil. Look at her. The Exorcist right there, dude. Oh my goodness.
Then we get introduced to
Cinder, Mercury, and Emerald.
We get to see them all together.
And they're like, it's like they're trying to like infiltrate the school or something.
Maybe we'll see you around.
Dude, look how much taller she is.
I was just saying, that's what I was getting ready to say.
But Ruby's 5'4". So
So Cinder's probably like what, 6 foot?
I think she's 5'11", if I'm correct.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you see all three of them. They're in the school now. So what do you think they're doing in the school?
Trying to get information, my dude.
On what?
Probably Blake. No. I don't know.
I mean, why? What would make you think that they're trying to get information on Blake?
Because she's a faunus.
Okay.
And she left the Wei Fing.
Okay.
So they're trying to...
Well, I mean, that's their room right there, and
yeah.
All right.
It's wide open.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it's kind of not wide open. Maybe that's the door.
Ooh, you're here for the best of time.
Thanks.
But and she walks like right by them. Like right by them. So if it was wide open, which I don't think it is in the next scene. Oh no, it's not.
It's like cracked. Yeah.
So well, Blake would be inside here, but I guess if it was closed or almost closed, then it wouldn't matter.
But they're definitely trying to get some insight about something.
Okay. Well, they are going to phase 2.
Yeah, as I say,
so
phase 2, whatever it is. So
phase 2, and then they're in school uniforms. They said they're from Haven, which is another, academy.
Yeah.
So, that's it. That's where we're at. So
yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on. I stream. He streams. We streams. Give us a follow. Pop in. Say hi. And also like and subscribe. Right. We're new to this, so if you guys can help us out with that, that'd be great.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys
later.